Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Elise, Plan with Elise, and today we are making another spread for one of my patrons. I do want to point out up here something that I can't quite fix right now, but the sun is coming in quite strongly today. I did shift lower down than my normal filming area to try to avoid it. I think I might need to get a curtain in here. I don't really want to because I love looking out at the trees in my office without any obstruction. So we're going to see how it goes. It's also probably the time of day that I am filming this because of when the sun comes in. So we will see. Okay, today's spread is for Erica. And Erica wanted an end of summer spread. And when I was thinking end of summer, I thought of the Seasonal Floral Sticker Book by Happy Planner. This is not a new sticker book, but it's like newly branded with their new, covers and branding. So this was from, I think, fall 2021, but I really liked the orange and yellow colors here. I feel like the yellow is so summery, but it also starts to bring us into the end of the season. And so I thought that that's what would be fun. So I also pulled out some little scrapbook paper. This is from a Joann's pack that I have. It's like a rainbow, and I just thought these little dots with the lines on them were really pretty. So I wanted to bring in, let's see, I want to use this quote, "In every season be grateful." And I'm trying to figure out how to bring it in because this is going to be bigger than just a regular vertical box, but I also wanted to bring in some of the paper. So maybe we'll do the paper at the bottom. Let's see, like this way. So I'm just going to kind of tear it freehand a little bit. And we're just going to do, I think, a small section, although that doesn't really cover up this at all, but I think it's okay because then I can maybe put that quote there. I think that'll work. So of course I need my correction tape. So we're going to use that first. And then I'm going to use my combo adhesive to get this scrap of paper down. I'm going to try to get it as close, oops, that's the problem, as close as I can to the edge without, maybe we do this on my desk, which I feel like my desktop is getting dirty. So I need to either figure out how to clean this type of surface because it's just a piece of paper, or maybe it's time to order a new one. We'll see. I do use surfaces from Etsy. Maybe if I remember, I can link that in the description if you are looking for some sort of background. All right, now let's take "In every season be grateful." Just try to pop the seal there. Whoops, there we go. And then this will be nice, I think, right over here. So I know I need to cover up this entire line. Okay. And then I don't think we're going to cover up those lines. I think I'm just going to leave them as is because they're really not dark and this is barely going over those lines. "In every season be grateful." Okay, I think that's really pretty. I also took a look at the way that Erica plans from what I saw on Instagram, just to kind of get an idea of her planning style so that I can best, create a spread that's going to match her style, right? Because we all have different styles. So she seems to do 1 to 2 bullet points in each day and boxes. So that's why I think that's kind of the way that I'm going to plan this because it is for her. So this will be, we're also going to date it. This will be for the week of the 28th. So I guess for next week. Okay. And then this is washi from Planny Thing. And we're definitely going, this sticker book doesn't have any boxes or, any functional stickers. It's just all florals and quotes. So of course I grabbed yellow and orange boxes and more by Mojo Jojo Plans. So I want to bring in a yellow one. let's start with a yellow square if I have one. Okay, we've got a few. Perfect. So I'm going to put this one right here, offset it a tiny bit, make sure it's as straight as can be. And then I want to do something to the box just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting. That's not straight. Either it's not straight or the square isn't. Whoops, I didn't mean to rip that. We'll fix it. We'll find a way. Let's try this again. I'm going to try to line it up better with the line here. I didn't think that was going to rip. Okay, that's better. We'll fix this part. But I wanted to play around a little bit with the box. So I'm going to take a little, I'm taking an orange, what is this? A Sarasa clip pen. And I don't know that I've used this, so I felt like it just needed a second to kind of get the ink flowing. There we go. That's better. And it just is a fun way to like bring in a little bit of extra color into what could be a pretty simple spread maybe, but we're kind of playing around with a lot of patterns and textures here, and I think it's gonna be cute. Okay, now let's grab some bullet points. So in matching this washi, I think we're gonna go for this lighter orange maybe, but then wait a second. The goal shouldn't necessarily be to match the washi. The goal should be to match the other stickers that I'm gonna use in this spread. So that might mean I need to go a little bit brighter with the orange. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. I feel like this just looks like a summer sunset. So I think it's perfect for this seasonal transitional style. We're gonna go pretty basic orange here. And then let's bring in 2 bullet points. So I'm gonna do them like this and like this, because that's, again, the style that Erica uses in her planner. It's definitely difficult. I think more difficult than I expected, not in a bad way. Like this isn't meant to come across as complaining, to plan for other people, because number one, I don't know their schedule, right? We're just kind of going with like a basic, you know, template style, but also with someone's style of planning. So that's why it's helpful that I was able to look at her Instagram and take another peek at her style of planning. Okay, this was kind of what I was looking for, something a little bit bigger. So now I said we needed to cover this up, right? We are going to use this. Whoops, I just ripped that too. What is with me today? Not even just today. I feel like lately I've just been really ripping stickers, and I don't think I've been pulling them up too carelessly, like more so than usual. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna put this right in here. There we go. Okay, I think that that's really pretty. And then we're going to want to do another box and bullet situation. I really like how the yellow box turned out with the orange. I was going to alternate box styles, but I think I actually may stick with the same colors, just different shapes of boxes. So I'm going to give her a full box on Tuesday, but I think we're going to do a lined one so that she can use that however she wants to. So we're going to cover up a little bit of this, or do we pull up part of this flower? This is going to be tough because of these pieces being put down. So I'm going to use my tweezer, pull this up gently. Okay. Now we'll get this. And then, oops, I'm a little shaky today. Get this right down at the corner. Okay, there we go. And then put this one back. It's like putting a puzzle back together again. All right. Oh, I think that that's really fun. Yay. All right, now let's do the same bullet situation. This time I don't think, whoops, I'm going to put lines in the box because it already has the lines. So I don't know that I was going to do the dashes here, that it really made sense to do that. So we'll get these bullets down. Whoops, I can't seem to grab this. There we go. I'm also just going to take a peek because it looks like the sun took a little nap behind the trees. So I have a little bit less of that brightness coming in. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to do a little bit of washi right down here. Just playing with the patterns a bit. And this is a Live Love Posh washi cutting card. There we go. Cute. And then over here, we can do another box. Then I can do bullets and we can bring in some flowers over here. So what did I say? A box? Because I know I'm limited on the amount of these square boxes I have. So I have 2 left, but I do have other yellow boxes I could pull out if I need to. I'm going to try to be better this time about getting this down straight the first time. And then we'll add in our dashes. Usually I'll do these in the same color as the box, but I think the orange just really makes it pop more. Okay, and then we were going to do 2 bullets and then a flower. There is another quote with this in like this style, but I want to put it on the other side of the page. There we go. Okay, so let's jump back to the sticker book. And this was where I was thinking we could bring in these florals. Now this is obviously a bigger flower than is here for the box, but I think it would be pretty to just have it here. And then I also want to bring in a flower up there. I just have to figure out the dating first. I have to figure out a lot of things when it comes to dating. Okay, let me grab my hole punch. So I have my We Are Memory Keepers hole punch. I should probably just keep this on my desk. I feel like there's nowhere good for it on my desk, but I might just keep it there because I always get up mid-video to grab it, but I may as well just have it there anyway. All right, now I said maybe a flower or something over here. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I like those, but before I use just those, I wanna see what else is here. I know that there are some more lined ones throughout this sticker book. I don't know if I want to use them though. Like, I don't know if they're going to go with this. Live in the Sunshine. I really like that. I want to take this sticker off because I don't want to forget about it. And if I'm bringing lined in, I probably could then bring some lined florals in on the left side. I think that that'll make sense. So before I go to the left, this is a big sticker. Okay. Let me figure out where I want this to go. I don't want it down here because it's going to be too loud. If I put it over here, I'm basically covering up 2 boxes, which doesn't necessarily, it's not bad. Oops. But what I think I'll do is also bring in like something green with it. I'm trying to visualize this, how this will work. I can do this with it, which would be pretty. So let's kind of shift this then to the left. But I'm going to cover up the lines underneath because you can see. So we're going to cover this up fully. And then this just a little bit. Oh, and then down here. Forgot about that part. Okay. Then I wanted to take this green, which now I'm looking at it and I think it's too big. So we'll go for the smaller green one. And I'm gonna move my, where my tweezer is holding because I wanna have better control of this. Let's see. I need another set of tweezers. I'm gonna pull up right here and just kind of layer these. It's gonna go over. Okay, let's put that down for a second and let's try this one. This might work a little bit better. Yeah. Still goes over a tiny bit, but it's a pretty little pop of green. And we have the green there too, which I think is nice. So now that I don't like this. Nope, I changed my mind. I shouldn't have like pressed down. We're gonna figure something else out with this section. I'm just not sure yet. So sometimes the best move is just to hold off and let it be until something will come to me. Okay, so for now we're leaving it be, and I'm going to look for, well, because we did the lines here, I want to bring in some lined florals over here. So I think this might look nice right over here. And it doesn't cover up any of that functional space. And then another option that I have is I could bring in some washi right here vertically, which is one of the things, something I've been doing a little bit more randomly, because I feel like it just kind of adds a little something. But then I wonder, does that mean I need to have a vertical washi on the left side of the page? I don't think so. I don't think everything always has to be a perfect match. Now, because that E goes into this, I'm just gonna block off a tiny bit of the E so that you can still see that it's an E, but there's a tiny bit of, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. There's a tiny bit of space between, okay, we're gonna have to redo that. There's a little bit of white space, the sun's back, between the letter ending and the washi. Okay, now let's jump back to boxes. So could I do a full box? I mean, the flower goes over the full box there, so I could probably pull this up a little bit without ripping it. We can. And then we're going to take another, let's do another lined box. I like the lined boxes. So we're going to put this one right over here. Again, just matching it up against that corner. And we'll put that down. Okay, super cute. I know I'm also like bending the pages a lot. These will be mailed in like a sturdy cardboard, so that should get rid of any bends that I created. And then we're gonna put these bullets down. 2 for Thursday. We're gonna do just 2 for Friday, even though I don't have as much space, but we can just lower it a little bit. I like how this is coming out. It's bright, it's pretty. It feels very end of summer to me. Now we're going to take the remaining 2 boxes, and one is going to go over here. And I kind of think the other one is going to go here, because I like how this side, they're like right on the left, they're at the top, right here, or at the bottom. What I do think I want to do is extend this washi, because I feel like it just stops here and it looks a little bit strange. So I'm going to bend this back. We're going to pull up this washi rather than try to match the grid. I'm just going to put a new piece down. I think I've only ever run out of washi once, so I'm not really afraid of like wasting it, because it doesn't really happen. I could always buy more. Okay, I think that's better. Sometimes just as it starts to come together, I'm able to better visualize what's missing and how to kind of make it match better. I also think that this addition of the grid is really fun. And now I'll have room also to bring in, this was right at the top on the other one, so I need this to be flush against the line. I'll have room to bring in some scrapbook paper on this side because I know I've already handled function with these boxes. There we go. All right, now we are going to add in the little dashed lines. Something fell. What fell? A different orange pen. Also, if you are like me and you buy colored pens, but you don't really use them in your planner, well, these I didn't buy. These I got at Go Wild. This is a great way to use your colored pens. Just add a little accent to your boxes. I used colored pens once this year in my planner. I think it was April, and I just didn't love it. It may have been because it was blue, but I kind of have a feeling that any color besides black in my planner, like colored pen, would bug me. So I don't know. I think I may just be a black pen person for life. Okay, so I wanted to bring in some of this paper again. So I want to do it over here. I'm just trying to visualize. Over here, I can put this down. If I put this, then I can put a box. I don't want it to be too much yellow. So I'm going to try to go a little bit small here. And that's what's fun about kind of ripping it, is you can sort of play with the sizing and have somewhat of control over it. So if we put this here, yeah, just enough, like just a little bit to bring it in on both sides without losing too much planning space. I feel like I should do this more in my planner. That's what I think is happening making these Patreon spreads, is I'm kind of expanding my creativity and challenging myself a bit. And it makes me, like, I feel like I'm paying more attention to these than I do to my own planning, or more detail, or I'm pushed out of my comfort zone. I don't know what it is. The only thing I just realized as I put this down is that these are going horizontally, these are going vertically. But I think because of the washi going both ways too, I've played around enough that it doesn't bug me, and hopefully it doesn't bug Erica, that, that they're this way. So let's jump back, whoops, and take a look through the sticker book again. The sunshine. We have sunshine already on that side of the page, so we don't want to do it again. Summer state of mind. Okay, let's think function. Bullets are going to go here. A box is going to go here, and bullets are going to go here. I say bullets. Let's do that so that I can figure out what I actually have room for before I just put all the fun decorative stickers down and I don't have enough room for the functional ones. I clipped the corner of that a little bit. So I'm going to bend this. Put it here. Bullet and bullets. This is pretty. Okay. Get these down. Then we were going to do a box there. So let's grab another box. I have one more lined one. I just want to stick with the lined ones this time. And I'm going to get this down even or straight. Okay. Now I can see that there's actually space here. So I think we are going to do this summer state of mind sticker. If I can peel it off. I feel like it's a little bit, this is what's kind of bugging me. It's so similar to this one. Let's look again. That's too big, and that won't solve my problem. Maybe we don't do another quote. Maybe I bring in another one of these because we had this same thing over here on Tuesday. Maybe it just needs something else here, but not a quote. That's pretty. I like how that looks, but it needs something else. So what if we jump back to the lined ones again? These. I think there'd be room for the green. Maybe we'll go for the smaller green that I took off before, that was over here before. Maybe now. Oops, it's new home. It's going to be right here. I think that's pretty. Then I want to bring in the green on this side. So I'm going to put this right over here. And then, you know what I'm thinking? Is this going to work size-wise? Let's take a peek here. I think we're going to pull this up again. A lot of changing my mind today. It happens. Okay, I think this Sunshine and Summertime sticker is going to fit horizontally. It's going to be a tight fit, but I think it'll work. Sunshine and Summertime. Actually, it's not really a tight fit at all. Nothing got cut off. I just have to trim the excess. Okay, I think that's pretty. There's a lot of orange happening right over here, but what I could do is probably pull this up. I think this one might require undo because I can start to hear the rip happening. So we're gonna grab some undo. Okay, I have my undo. You know what's interesting? In between, when I turned the camera off for a second to grab the undo, I just looked at my computer, which has my text messages, because I was waiting for a reply on something. And I also got an email with my electric bill and my bill is like about mid-month because I closed on my house on June 16th. So, oh, I forgot how horrible this smells. I feel like I just took a big, deep breath of it in. Gross. So while this dries, let me talk about electric. I thought that my bill for mid-July to mid-August was going to be higher. I put down way too much undo. Higher than it was from mid-June to mid-July because number one, it was hotter. Number two, I didn't live here for a week of the electric bill before I moved in June. So I thought it was going to be higher. It's actually $2 lower, which is interesting. But I'm still like within budget. It's very much a new thing for me and a higher electric bill than I've ever had living in a house versus an apartment and having central air. Plus my bedroom and my office are on the top floor and there's only one zone for the air conditioning. So the zone is on the second level, but I'm up on the fourth. So it takes a little bit more to cool up here than it does down on the bottom levels. So it's one of those things that, like, budget wise, I'm just being mindful. I do know that I can do an equal payment plan, like with my electric bill. I've done it before. The reason I'm not doing it here yet is because I've only lived here for 2 months. They would bill it based on the previous owner's usage and not mine. And I don't want to be billed based on someone else's usage because I got my water bill. And what's really interesting, this one, tell me if you can figure out this problem. I'm trying to decide what color to use. I think we're going to use yellow because there's a lot of orange, but I also feel like there's a lot of yellow. I don't know. So when I went to pay my my water bill, I paid online. And when doing that, I was also able to, I think we're going to go for yellow because I don't think this is a good match with the orange. Right? But I don't have enough of the letters for yellow. I do have the paper ones, or the, oh my goodness, the clear ones. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. I was able to see the last year of water bills for this house, and the previous owner's bills, like every month, were 4 times what mine was. And I can't understand it because we don't water the lawn here. We have, landscaping maintenance through my HOA. I shower every morning. so I don't think that she showered more than I do. I do my laundry once a week. She was a person living by herself. Well, she had a dog, but she wasn't doing extra laundry. I run my dishwasher about once a week. So also, you know, one person. And I can't figure out why my water bill is so low. I have a water dispenser in my refrigerator, and I use that a few times a day to fill up my water bottle. So that's like some additional water usage. So I just don't know. My brother said it's possible that maybe she had like a broken running toilet and fixed it before she put the house on the market. But for a year, like, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. So if you see like wide variations in a water bill, and let me know if you have any thoughts, because it's a mystery to me. And I'm curious about the reasoning. Okay. These clear stickers are much harder, I feel like, because they're small to, oh my goodness, pull up. All right, now, because the majority of the week is August instead of September, we are putting an August sticker down. Here we go, August. All right, I think this is set. I really love it. It took a bit to get here, but I really love it, and I hope Erica does too. I will link the sticker book in the description of the video. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you soon.